Thank you, guys. Grab a seat, grab a seat. Thank you.
Love you, we love you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Oh, man. Are you all excited?
Woo!
You all ready for a rockin' Saturday night?
Yeah.
So all of you, is there anybody who's brand new, first conference in here right now? That was a test. That was a test. Who's paying attention? All right. So you're all at your second conference or more, and you're gonna hear some real talk in this section. Can I talk real with you? All right, you're gonna hear some real talk. We are Mike and Dana Monaco. We live in Long Island, New York. We're married 14 years, 14 great years. We've had some ups and downs in our marriage. We've had some ups and downs in our life.
I was going to say, were they all great years?
Well, they're all great because they're great now, so they were all great. But we've learned a lot along the way. We've learned a lot along the way. We've been in business. I started my business in 2004. Some of you were born in 2004. And we grew very fast. I got in business, I was 23 years old. I was single. I had not met Dana yet. And I was just passionate about building a future for myself and my future family. How many of you are passionate about building a future for yourself and your future family? And when I saw the values of the organization, the way that they did things differently than the rest of the industry, I said, I'm home. I'm in the right place. I saw good people doing good things and giving people hope. But I saw great values. I saw great people doing great things and inspiring and uplifting great men and women. And I wanted to be a part of it. I saw the vision and the cause. My first team event was about 80 people, and it was the entire team that you see here today. It was like just this section right here. The whole team that you've experienced this weekend. But I saw the vision, and I knew where we were going. And Vinny and Dana are our personal sponsor and mentors. And I knew Vinny's vision. I saw his vision. He had cast the vision, and I was like, I want to be a part of that. And so I got started. I started to do everything that Vinny told me to do. I started taking really good mentorship, really good advice. I was in submission to him because I knew I didn't know anything about this business. And we grew pretty fast. But you know what fast growth does to you, doesn't it? Don't you? Fast growth grows your what? Ego. Fast growth grows your ego. Slow growth grows your what? Character. Slow growth grows your character, right? You ever try to do something really, really fast? What's the quality you get out of it? Not very good. The faster you try to do it, the sloppier it is. But if you do it right, the better quality you have. And so our talk tonight is about leading by example. So over the last year, since Catalyst last year, Dana and I started making some different decisions to really kick it up, not even just one notch, but like 100 notches. All right? And May, we started to see the result of that. And that was the very beginning. And so from May of last year, the Elevate conference, to this conference, we've got over 37% growth. And it's because we've taken personal responsibility and we started leading by example. And that's what our talk is about tonight. Leading by example. What does Vinny say? Leadership is spelled what? E-X-A-M-P-L-E. Example. Where do you need to be the example? Well, I needed to set the right example. I needed to be the example in my attitude. I needed to be the example in my structure, number 2. Number 3, I needed to be the example in my standards. And number 4, I needed to be the example in my work ethic. So I needed to be the example in those 4 things: attitude, structure, standards, and work ethic. What's attitude? My personal commitment to being a student again. I had to commit to being a student, to being humble, hungry, smart, and appreciative. Hungry is easy. You're hungry. You're here this weekend. You came all the way to Orlando, Florida. You're hungry to be here. Are you appreciative that you're here? Are you humble? And are you pursuing the top leaders in the room? Did you come here with questions this weekend to get answers for you? I didn't come here to look good. I came here to learn good. Structure, personal width, putting in the right structure. Jordan Crystal just said we have 16 legs here at this conference. Okay? We've put in 6 new legs over the last 6 months. 16 is not 20. 16 was not the goal. 20 was the goal. And we're not stopping until we get there. So you have to be willing to put in the right structure. Your team can't follow somebody that's not doing the right things, that's not setting the right example, that's not leading in the right way. Your work ethic has to be strong. Our work ethic had to be strong. Our commitment was 10 meet and greets a month. And our standards had to be super high. In other words, we're looking for the right type of people that really want what we have. We didn't want to convince anybody to want what we have. We didn't want to sell anybody on what we have. We're looking for people that are looking for us. I wanted to sit with people that wanted to sit with me and learn about the Amway opportunity, learn about how to market products and sell products and how to build an organization and how to build a network. I wanted to sit with people that wanted to pursue the opportunity we had for an opportunity to create a better life for themselves. And retention is everything for growth. Retention is everything for growth. If you launch 100 people in your business, but you only retain 10 people, you grow by 10 people. If you launch 30 people in your business, but you retain 25 of them, you actually had better growth. So more is not better, better is better. Make sense? Luis says it all the time. Better is better.
Yeah, and we only share that with you because we're not looking for accolades. We don't sit here and say, oh my goodness, we've done it, because honestly, we've been there before and that got us nowhere, right? And so we just realized it's just part of the process. It's what the leaders are doing, right? And so if you're sitting here and this may be your second conference, or maybe this is your 22nd conference, you have the ability to change your team, and it all starts with you. Right? We realized that in order to lead others, we had to lead ourselves. And that meant that we had to be the best example, right? It meant remaining a student. No matter how much we thought we knew, it's all about what is that new person seeing, right? The newest person that got on your team doesn't know what we did 10 years ago.
Yep.
So we had to be that best example. Were we sitting front row, taking notes, getting around the leadership, having questions? Did we have that eagerness and remain hungry, right? And it's just something that, like, you know, we talk about it all the time, that we want to be the best example. It's the excitement that we have. It's also the excitement that we show for others when they're succeeding. Because there were points in our business where maybe it felt like everyone else around us was growing, and it's like, man, but we're doing it. You know, why is it not happening for us in this moment? But that's okay, your moment will come. We realized we stay consistent, and how we cheerlead others is the example that we're setting for our team. And so we wanted to be the biggest cheerleaders. We wanted to be the greatest example. And I believe being a great example is being a team player, right? And being a team player means that you're actually playing for the team. Right? You're not sitting on the bench. You're not a bench warmer. You're actually playing in the game. And to play in the game, that's being a contributor to the culture, to the environment. And so we know that we have a great responsibility to continue to be our best, to continue to grow our business so that we can contribute to the organization, We are so grateful for everything that the leadership has done for us, what Vinny and Dana have done, not just in our business, but the example they have set in our lives. The parents that we are today because of just the wisdom we received through their guidance, the relationship that we have today. If it meant nothing about how successful we've become in business, but everything else in our life has succeeded and become better, we feel that it's our responsibility to pay it forward and to give back. And we feel that that happens through succeeding, right? And setting the right example. I think there were times in our business where we were trying to do too much with too little. And that took a lot of self-reflection, because I think we could sit there and say, oh, but we're doing so much, right? Like, we always had a great work ethic, but we didn't necessarily always do the right work, maybe. Or, we look at what transformed our business this past year and raising our standards. I believe, the higher the standards that the leader has, the higher the standards the team can have. And that was just something that we really needed to grow and change. Okay, you gave me big eyes. Did you want to?
I gave you big eyes because you stole my notes.
Yes, I'm sorry. I was looking at
We're on our 90-day core run.
Oh, you got
Right?
good notes. Let me see those.
Yeah, go ahead, take a look.
Take that.
All right. We're on our 90-day core run. See, we can't expect somebody to do something that we're not willing to do.
Right.
We're reading every day. We're listening every day. And I don't just listen and say, oh, that was a nice talk. I listen and I take notes and I look to apply it. I don't just read and say, oh, that was a nice book. I look to read and apply it. I'd rather read one book and it changed my life than read 12 books and it do nothing. I'd rather listen to one talk and it changed the way I do things and it changed my career path and it changed me for the good than listen to 100 talks and it do nothing.
Right.
Make sense? It's not so much what you're doing. What are you getting out of what you're doing? And are you doing it every day? Are we consistent every single day? And the answer is yes. We've had guests at every single GE for the last 6 months except for 2. So somebody can say, oh, hey, I remember this time you had a guest down. Okay, well, which one? I have no idea what you're talking about. We've had tons of guests come through, right? But that's the example that we set for our team, to the point where our team is is excited to see who we have next at the next GE. Like, I wonder who they have tonight. Because they know we're going to have somebody there, personal. All right? It's our own personal commitment and accountability to the standard, and it's us earning it. I'm focused every day. When you're on a 90-day core run, and I put my personal accountabilities to my team every single day for us being on a 90-day core run. We do it. You don't have to do that. That's what we do. I want my team to know what I'm doing every single day. Why? It keeps me honest. It keeps me accountable. I don't allow anything to distract me. Oh, I used to be distracted a lot. But I realized I can't allow things to distract me, otherwise I'll never have the life I want. Champions play like champions. Everybody wants to be a lion, but nobody wants to do lion things. You want to be a platinum, you got to do platinum things. You want to be a 615, you got to do 615 things. You want to be a 935, you got to do what 935 does. You got to do those things and then you'll have what they have. But you need to find out what you need to do to have it. When I first started my 90-day core run, I felt like nobody believed me that I was going to do it, including myself. I didn't even believe myself because I hadn't done it for so long. Maybe some of you are there. I didn't even believe myself. But day one, and I proved myself to myself, day one. And day 2 was easier. And then day 3 was even easier. And I said, that's it. I'm in it. I'm in it now. I got my accountabilities out there now. I can't lose now. My wife is watching me. My kids are watching me. My group is watching me. My upline's watching me. I told them what I was going to do. I'm going to do it. So the group standards are determined by the leader's standards. My standards determine the standards of the organization. So when our standards rise, the organization's standards rise. I do what I teach and I teach what I do. So I never have to question anything because I'm teaching exactly what I'm doing. I'm no longer managing, I'm leading. There's a very big difference.
Yes.
Some people get caught in managing. You know how you're managing? When you haven't put on a new leg in a while, you're managing. If you haven't put on a new personal in a long time, you're managing and you're not leading. You're not leading from the front. Leaders can't lead from behind. You have to lead from the front. Our newest leg that's here this weekend has not seen us put on a new leg, but they have seen us with guests at a GE, and they will see us put on a new leg very shortly.
I think that was one thing too. You know, we always said, well, we're the example, but we weren't the growing example, right? And that makes a big difference. And so I have to take a second to just even say thank you to leadership because, you know, they've been the growing example for us in those times where maybe we felt like we weren't growing. You know, it was the Sparks, the Fries, the Ryans, the Nafties, the Papalardos.
The Fries.
I said the Fries.
Oh, yeah.
The Rex.
I just love the Fries.
The Bowlers, right? And all their leadership.
The Woods.
You know, even the Victors, having them here this weekend, it's in those moments, they were our growing leading example. And they pushed us to want to become better. And so you're just so forever grateful, you know, for those examples too.
The problem was we were confusing our team because confusion is saying really good things but not having the growth because you're not doing what you teach. So a lot of you know that, and I'll kind of wrap up with this. Do you have anything else you kind of want?
Well, I do want to add the Morettas in that one.
Yes. The Morettas have been a catalyst for everyone in this room. Watching them at Breakthrough and just experiencing what they've done has been an ultimate fire under the Monaco Tushy. But I'll end with this. Over the last 6 months, we've had some of the greatest growth that we've had in probably 10 years in our business. We have the biggest numbers we've ever had up to this point. But I'm telling you that because it hasn't been perfect over the last 6 months. Matter of fact, 6 months ago, now a lot of you know that my dad is my hero, right? And my dad passed away when I was 18 years old. And when my dad passed away, it was me and my mom. And it was just me and my mom. That's my girl, me and my mom. And we were supporting our family, my little brother, my little sister, and we were doing it together. We were crying every night. And we would go out there and make money and figure it out. We had to sell houses and sell cars, but we were figuring it out, me and mom. 6 months ago, mom got diagnosed with breast cancer. She lost all of her hair. She started going through chemo treatments. And then in the last 6 months, she's probably felt the craziest that she's ever felt. Had the hardest time of her life over the last 6 months, which was not easy for me, but we've had the greatest growth in our business over the last 6 months because I didn't let it stop me. I didn't want anything to stop me. You have a story to tell. You have a strong story to tell. And I'm sure that it's a really amazing one. Are you going to put your pride and ego aside so that you can tell it? Just getting started, never finished.
Woo!
This is a copyrighted program of The Collective, powered by Markham Man Productions.